We're going to get started here in a little bit. Hi, everyone. All right. Hang tight. We're going to start right at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock. The hour at 8 o'clock. Hey everyone, I hope you can hear me well. And I'm going to open up our little chat box as well. If you are on my YouTube channel and you're seeing this Google Hangout, you can post comments below as well. We're going to get started here in about 1 minute, and I'm pretty excited about tonight. We have a lot of viewers, so ready to go. Yay! All right. So I guess before we get started, I want to make sure that whoever's here understands that this is a zero obligation event. If you're here to get information about Scentsy, you're in the right spot. If you're here about getting information on how to join, you're in the right spot. If you have some questions, you can post them either in the comments if you're on the Google Hangout itself, or if you're watching this live on my YouTube channel, you can post questions below the video itself in the comments area. And I might not get to those right away, but I will answer them, I promise. I also want to invite, if there are people here that were invited by another consultant, this particular event is going to have information on how to join my team, but I want you to make sure that if you were invited here by another consultant, that you actually connect with them after the event and talk to them about the event, ask your questions to them, and make sure that you follow up with them, okay? So we're at the top of the hour. It's 8 o'clock. I'm really excited that everybody is here. We have almost 20 viewers, so that's awesome. And I want to make sure you understand that as a live YouTube event, there can be circumstances here that might happen that I'm not going to expect. However, that's the beauty of what we do with Scentsy. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is EdieAnne. I am a director with Scentsy. I've been with Scentsy for almost 4 years, and I'm pretty excited about the opportunity that it has given me. Before I continue a little bit further, I want to make sure that everybody can hear me, that everybody can see me. So if somebody out there could either chat in the group chat box and let me know that you can hear and see me, or I've got my handy dandy phone here. If you guys could just let me know that you're not having any problems hearing me and you can see me as well. So just give me 2 seconds while we make sure that our technical stuff is all set, and we'll go from there. Okay. Hopefully I can be heard. I have not gotten anybody to respond to me yet. So that might not be a good thing. Let's see if I can get somebody on our group page to let me know if they can hear me. And I'm looking on my phone. I apologize to all of you if you're here and you're just kind of seeing stuff happening. Okay, good. I got a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. A little bit about myself. Like I said, I've been with Scentsy for about 4 years, and I started Scentsy as a hobby. It was not something that I anticipated was going to grow. I didn't know if I would be good at selling. I was kind of a stay-at-home mom, and I was just really trying to fill some time during my day with something to do. I sold for another direct sales company for about 12 years. Didn't have a whole lot of success, so I wasn't overly convinced that it was something, you know, I thought it was more me, that the issue was me. And what I soon found out is that it wasn't me. It was just, sometimes you just need to find the right company to work with. One of the things that I am very proud of is the fact that even if I started this as a hobby, I soon found out what I was in for and latched onto it and ran with it. And that's where I am today as a director. And we have a group of about 250 people now, so that's very exciting. We are worldwide, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But not to get too much into who I am and what I'm doing, I wanted to make sure that I give you kind of an outline of how this is going to go tonight. It's only going to be about 30 or 45 minutes. I'm not going to keep you guys all that long, but I wanted to make sure that you had a good understanding of what Scentsy is, because I find that whenever we make decisions, if we don't make an educated decision, then sometimes it kind of comes back to bite us. And I want to make sure that you're in the know, that you know what's going on, that you know what the company's all about, you know how you're going to get started, you know what type of people you're working with, you know what type of team you're getting into. And I think that those are very important factors to making a big decision, okay, or what potentially could be a lifetime decision. It certainly has been a blessing for me personally with my family. I didn't know a lot of the changes that would take place, and I say this a lot, that yes, Scentsy has amazing product, but it has been much more than that. It's been a catalyst for some amazing things in my life that I didn't even know were available to me. And that's what I want to share with you guys. That's what I want you to understand or to go away with tonight, because I think that it's extremely important to not sell you into Scentsy, but to share an experience with you so that you know how it can fit you and your life and your family. Okay? All right, so we're going to get right into this. I would love for you all to leave a comment below. Let me know that you're here. Leave a comment possibly in the chat area if you're on the Google Hangout. No matter how you got here, if you came to my channel and you happen to see that I'm doing a live event, then underneath the video you can leave some comments, and I would love for you to do that. I call it my roll call. It's my way of knowing that you're here, that you're present, that you're excited, that you're ready to learn, that you're ready to get some information, and maybe even ready to join. So let me know that you're here, okay? All right. So I want to start off by sharing a short video with you. There are going to be 2 or 3 videos that I'm showing during the time that we're together. And I think they're important videos because it really shows you what Scentsy is about and how we work as a family. It is called the Scentsy Family for a reason. So bear with me for a moment while I load up that video. And let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, let's see. Bear with me. Okay, I think I might have this going here. And YouTube right here. Okay. And hopefully you can see this. Here we go.
Orville was a serial entrepreneur our whole married life, and he would bring stuff home for me to sample all the time. And it was usually junk that I would throw into a pile and say, no, don't.
It had potential.
No, no. And so he called me from Utah. Hey, I found this product, and he tried to describe it to me, and I wasn't getting what he was saying. And so I just said, well, bring it home. I'll look at it. It is something you have to experience. And plugged it in, turned it on. First bar was banana nut bread.
Yeah, and I came home, and I thought she was making banana bread. And so my first reaction of it actually being used in our home was surprised that, oh, this is a lot better than I thought it was. We were kicked in the teeth entrepreneurs at the time. I didn't think that I had the chance to keep it going. You know, I thought that I was done and I needed to go find a job somewhere. So when we found the product and she liked it, it was a surprise because most of the products she didn't like. So the fact that I came up with something or introduced something to her that she actually
loved, yeah,
I thought there might be some potential. But I was still trying to figure out in my mind how it was going to work, how we would be able to do it with all the debt we had, how we would be able to buy product, sell product, you know, all of the details of entrepreneurship. I was pretty nervous about privately. I told Heidi, we've got to go bankrupt. We're just hurting people. We're going to hurt more people if we don't stop this now. So let's, you know, our first losses are our least losses.
I'm going to cry.
And
it was tough.
So I got resolved that that was the best thing to do. And went and talked to Heidi. And what did you say?
I said, heck no, we are not going to file bankruptcy because they put our name in the newspaper and everybody would know Orville and Heidi. And I said, we're going to swing for the fence and we're going to, gosh dang, swing hard.
Yep.
They bought the company, brought it back up here. My husband and I, we helped him unload the truck. And it was just a little pickup full of stuff. And we put it in the container, the huge container down there on the farm. Orville said, we got to make it ourselves. We have to make our own bars. He experimented and he started making the bars. And I would shrink wrap them and my husband would label them.
I still had to make a living, and so I went and I was selling ShamWows and car wax and, you know,
junk.
Things you see on late night TV. So I had to make the product while I was doing the fairs and shows and send it to Heidi so that she could package it up and fulfill the orders.
I think I knew that I didn't want to sell it at fairs and shows. And so I just started researching, and I came across the Direct Selling Association online. And it was 18 days between the day we brought all the product home and the day that the Direct Selling Association was having their annual meeting. So it was sometime in between May 1st and May 18th that I came across this, and I said, you should go to this meeting. So we scraped together money for him to attend, and he went and came home and said, we're going to do direct selling.
I went to my sister's party, which was one of the first, if not the first, Scentsy party, and I fell in love with the product. The simplicity of it, the ability just to connect with the fragrances and memories. I had done direct sales before, but there was something about it that drew me to it, and so I signed up as a consultant from that party.
I saw it at a Christmas show, and I fell in love. I saw this beautiful warmer that I wanted, and the consultant said, why don't you get it for free? And I thought that was a great idea, so she asked me to host a party. I said I would love to. My party gave me enough Hostess product till June when I needed some more. And that's when I decided to sign up, so I didn't have to track down the consultant to fill my orders.
In the beginning, there wasn't any marketing tools or anything for us as consultants. We had a little picture book that had photos in it. With Scentsy, like I said, it was the simplicity, just being able to set up the warmers and let people smell the fragrances. And that was a complete and utterly different way I'd ever experienced a direct sales before.
We wanted to grow organically because Scentsy's a different company than most direct selling companies. We grew slow, and it took 2 or 3 years to see that what we were doing was actually really spectacular.
Obviously, when Orville and Heidi first started the company, they didn't have any choice but to bootstrap. The initial and original consultants that we had saw what they were willing to do and what they were willing to personally sacrifice. And that created a very positive relationship between the consultants and between Orville and Heidi and the home office that I still think we benefit from today. As is often the case with Scentsy, we push things to keep up with the growth, and oftentimes that growth is just a little bit outpacing our ability to keep up with it. And that's certainly where we found ourselves in the fall of 2009. We knew, looking at the upcoming sales forecast in the upcoming month to 2 months as we went into our heaviest selling season, that the current software we had would not be able to keep up. It literally would have brought it to its knees, and the whole system was at risk of coming down. So we very aggressively, in anticipation of that, put together a new piece of software, and we launched it probably a month or 2 before it was completely baked and ready. And we had issues with it.
I came in the middle of it. I arrived at Scentsy on November 16th of 2009, and we were in the throes of some real challenges.
And our shipping department, we're not getting some of the back orders on the pick tickets correctly, meaning that back order item was dropping off.
There were hundreds of scathing emails about how horrible we were. And I get that, because these are people that are selling our products to customers.
Our shipping department and our packers and our stockers and our sorters really took orders manually via email, and they were working 24/7 basically to make sure that we still maintain the order fill rates that we needed to prior to the holiday.
When we make a mistake, we apologize. We hope never to make one that big again. But the first thing we do is say we're sorry, because we understand the position that puts our consultants in, and we don't want them being in that position.
You know, they say that every company has to pass a poverty test and get to success, and then they have to pass the prosperity test and live through success. This was our defining moment. I think the product was compelling to everybody, and there was a great desire to see it succeed. And they realized that it wasn't going to succeed without them helping us, because we were very open about the fact that we were in a pickle. And rather than fake it till we made it, we just were us. And I think that was a principle that is developed at Scentsy, you know, of authenticity, that started because there's really not a lot of faking when it comes to Heidi and I. We are who we are, and the fact that we were in a hole, the fact that we were on the brink of bankruptcy, we didn't hide that from anybody. And that, I think, gave people comfort to reach out and help.
Well, Orville is, like I said to me, I would do anything for Orville, and I also would do anything for Heidi. They're really, really good kids, and I just wanted them to have an opportunity and wanted them to be able to take care of their family.
You know, I get really emotional when I talk about what Scentsy's offered me. Oh gosh, you know, I would have never guessed that I would have this opportunity and I would be doing what I'm doing now. I'm a licensed hairdresser.
I love who I work for. I love who I work with. We've been extremely fortunate to be able to put together some very talented teams here. The consultants and working with consultants and seeing how they are changing their lives with the Scentsy opportunity and what it has done for them is inspiring every single day.
Watching consultants that were stay-at-home moms with very little education that now have these amazing teams and downlines and are these leaders. And it's about watching people within my own team that didn't think they had it in them to be the leaders that they are and feel pushed every day, but come in and do it, and watching them grow and develop into people that they never thought they could be. That's the Scentsy story to me. That's the magic in what we're doing. It's really helping people to become better than they thought they could be without them.
Okay. So, the reason that I showed you guys that video, and I think it's important, I know it was 12 minutes long, but I think it's important for everyone to understand the kind of company that Scentsy is. When I told you before that, you know, yeah, they have some amazing product and they have some amazing standards, but really the family is the biggest part about it. The ability to do things for yourself and for your family through Scentsy is what it's all about as far as for me, okay? And that's the thing that I want to share with you guys today is that, you know, there are certain things that everybody's going through in their lives. There are certain obstacles that everybody has in their lives. And to be able to have this kind of a platform to be able to accomplish and get through and pass those obstacles is just absolutely amazing. And, you know, I always tell myself I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to not share this opportunity with people. And this is my way of doing that with you guys. You know, I live in a town that's very rural. You know, I have 198 people in my town, and I'm telling you, if I can do this, anybody can do this. And that's the purpose of the reason that I wanted you guys to see that video, so that you could feel the heart, you could feel the soul, you could feel the passion that not only Heidi and Orville have, but the rest of the company as well. It's an amazing, amazing company. So knowing that, and knowing that the culture of the company that we work for is incredible, now we can get into some of the nitty-gritty of how you can be part of that and some of the reasons why you would want to do that, okay? So I do have another video, but we're going to wait a little bit to watch that one, because what I want to do is I want to show you what it is that you get as a starting consultant. When you go ahead and decide, and you make that decision to step forward and take a leap to order your starter kit, this is the stuff that you're going to get. So let me show you real quick on a picture that I have here. And here we go. Okay, so we are global, and I think that's important to know. We have expanded into many different countries at this point. We've got the US, Spain, Canada, Australia, Germany, United Kingdom, Poland, Ireland, France, and Mexico. And as you can see on this picture, it shows you the prices for the kits for that particular country and the type of currency that it is. And these are the items that you get in your kit. You get almost $200 worth of product in your kit for just the $99 or whatever it is for your country. That in itself is worth the investment, okay? So what I usually tell people is, you know what, if you want to try, if you want to see if it's going to work, first of all, you're never going to know unless you try, right? You're never going to know if it's something that you can do unless you try. And one of the things that I strongly believe, I'm back, one of the things that I strongly believe is that if you don't try, you might be kicking yourself later for not trying. And I know a lot of consultants out there have said, you know, I wish I had started a long time ago. I wish I had made this decision a long time ago. I wish I had jumped in sooner. And my suggestion is if you thought about it, if you're considering it, then there must be a desire in there somewhere for you to try it. And so I always tell people, go ahead, order your kit, try it out, and the worst that can happen is it doesn't work for you. But I'm telling you, the benefits are going to be amazing. And you're going to be so glad that you started when you did. Okay? The kit itself is worth it. Let's say you try it for 6 months and it doesn't work out for you. Well, you still have the contents of your kit. That's worst case scenario. So I always tell people, just try. Give it 6 months. Give it a year. Figure out if it's something that you can do. Find out how much you love it. And then you can tell yourself that it didn't work. And when it does, you can be even more, it's even that much more of a bonus, right? Okay, so I know that I guess there's some issues with commenting on the video, and I apologize if there are some technical issues. I'm sure once the video is live on my channel, you'll be able to go and make some comments underneath. I'm almost wondering if it's just because we're in a live event right now that you can't comment, but I want to hear those questions. I want to be able to correspond with you, and I want to be able to answer and put some of those fears to rest that you might have, because we all have fears, right? And typically a fear is the unknown. So if I can make it known, then maybe we can squash that fear, okay? One of the things that I also enjoy, and I'm not sure where, oh, here it is, okay. One of the things that I want to share with you, and if you watched my pre-video the other day about inviting you to this event, I started reading some stories about why people had joined Scentsy, and I find them very compelling because every person has a different reason for joining. They have a different reason for wanting to be part of this family. They have a different reason for maybe wanting to start their own business. And I think that's what you have to lock in on. And what my story is not necessarily going to be the reason why you join. So it's important for you to connect with the reason why you want to be part of Scentsy. It's important for you to be passionate about that and have that drive your business forward. Okay, so I want to read you a couple different, very quick. Okay, I'm not going to lag this on very much, but this was a post that was put on one of our group pages for Scentsy. And it's people that went to Greece. They were the top 100 earners in the company and earned a trip to Greece. And they were asked what the reason was that they joined Scentsy. On that other video, I did mention or read a couple of them. But I want to read a couple more because I think it's important for you to realize that we're coming from all areas and all across the board. So one lady wrote, to pay for my daughter's ice skating lessons, right? This person just wanted a discount. We had 2 daughters planning their wedding 98 days apart. We needed help giving them the weddings they dreamed of, right? Because my sponsor asked me, and I wanted free and half-price items. I had never heard of the product. I fell in love with it when I smelled it. I felt a pull towards it, and I joined. When I started, I was with another direct sales company. I needed extra money, so thought I'd do both. Scentsy was going to be my number 2 go-to company. Within 30 days of Scentsy, I quit the other company. This one, I wanted a career. I was putting 15 to 30 resumes a month when we moved from Missouri to Ohio. I was getting nowhere and tumbling into depression. I had been eyeballing Scentsy for a while, watching it like stockholders watches Wall Street. Finally, I made the leap because I wanted to do something so bad. I wish I would have waited, but in retrospect, the timing was right for me. Scentsy is an amazing company. The numbers don't lie. If I were a betting woman, I'd put it all on purple and bet Scentsy again and again. I love that one. I was a stay-at-home mom that just moved overseas in the military, could no longer work, so I was out of my mind bored, looking for something to not only keep me busy, but keep me challenged. This one was so that I could eventually quit my full-time job and work from home. This one was to get out of the house, break from the kids, adult interaction, and make a little extra cash. So I'm not going to keep, and actually this one said she was a kidnapper, and now she's a superstar director, so we'll see how that one worked out. So I'm not going to keep going with all of those, but you get the gist that there are so many different reasons why you should be joining Scentsy. And if I told you, and which I did, why I joined Scentsy, that's not necessarily the reason why you would join Scentsy. Okay? So I think that's a really, really important point to make. Right now, I will also tell you that Scentsy gives some excellent bonuses. Part of what Scentsy does is they congratulate, they motivate, they inspire, but they also incentivize, give us incentives to be better people, to have better businesses, to grow our businesses, and I'll tell you, the incentives are out of this world. I just got back from Greece. I've been to Costa Rica, I've been to Punta Cana, I've been to Cancun, and all of them were free because I earned them. And they give you the opportunity to earn those things. And honestly, it's not that hard to get those incentives. So I put that out there. But right now, what they're also doing is they're giving incentives for people to join. We're in the middle of a what we call a transition month. So we're finishing off our spring and summer, and we're getting ready to start our fall and winter. So what they do is they give a bonus to people joining in August. They get the fact that you've only got half of a month left in August to sell before you have to start a new month for a new season. One of the things that Scentsy does is we only have 2 seasons. So you only need to change your catalogs twice. You only need to change your testers twice every year. Simple as that. So what they do is in those transition months, they give a person joining a bonus. So for the same amount of money, you actually get spring and summer testers and catalogs, as well as the fall and winter testers and catalogs. Same price, bonus all the way around. Because now you don't have to go and buy the catalogs and testers for the new season. They set you up, they get you going, and you're off and running. So that is a pretty amazing thing. I want to show you a quick picture just because I know some people are fairly visual. And I want to show you, well, okay, what's in the starter kit. Everything you need is in the starter kit. You don't need to get inventory. The only thing I ever suggest is that you get business cards and labels, and you're off and running. But everything else in your kit is all you need to run your business. I learned that because I had bought some inventory at the beginning, and someone in my upline said, you know what, Edie, go back to your kit and see if it makes a difference. And honestly, it didn't make a difference in sales. I was still getting the same amount of sales, but not having to lug as much stuff. Now I go with one little bag and it's good. So this is the shoe. Okay, well, where's my bonus kit? I don't have it on here. Never mind, I'm not showing you. But I'm going to get to this. I might as well do it right now while we're here. Hang on. See, this is the bonus of working from home and doing stuff live, is that it can mess up and you still have absolutely no issues. I'm surprised that I don't have a cat walking across my desk. All right, let's go back to this. All right, so what I'm going to show you, and the bonus kit is just like I said, you get the extra testers and the extra catalogs. If you need a visual, message me and I'll send you a flyer so that you can see what it looks like. What happens when you first start is they give you even more incentives. Okay? They give you more incentives to be able to earn more product. They give you more incentives to be able to grow your team. They give you more incentives so that you can make more money, and it's awesome. So in this case, what they give us is an opportunity to earn what we call the Shooting Star. The Shooting Star Enhancement Kit is $200 cost with almost $350 to $400 value. So you're getting a ton of stock for yourself. Typically, this is amazing for people who want to do events and shows and that sort of thing, because you get your stock right off the bat. So if you sell $500 in your first 15 days, you earn the Shooting Star, you get the opportunity to get the enhancement kit, and you are on your way. So the next one that I want to show you, I know that I've been talking primarily about Scentsy, but there are two companies within, or two brands within our company. Scentsy Family is our company. We have Scentsy Fragrance, and we also have Velata. Now, Velata is basically our kitchen stuff, and it gives us the same opportunity for earning the Shooting Star. If you are a foodie, if you like kitchen stuff, appliances, if you like chocolate, this is the company that you need to be, or this is the brand that you need to be selling. So I wanted to show you that it offers the same opportunities to both brands. So depending if you want to start up with Velata, if you want to start up with Scentsy, you technically can do both. All they ask is that if you sign up for one, you wait 6 months before you sign up for the second one. I actually am a consultant for both, and I enjoy both very much. All right, so I'm going to continue on this slide since we're here, and I'm already doing a slide share. How does Scentsy help me? Now, first of all, when you first join, you get your kit, you order your kit, your website goes live immediately. You get a website that is created and designed by Scentsy. It's beautiful, it's functioning, and it's immediate as soon as you order your kit. They change all the products when it needs to be changed. They update the prices. They update the pictures. They do everything for you. It's phenomenal. So you get that website for free for the first 3 months. After that, it's $10 a month, and I'm telling you, it is worth it. You also get a free online workstation to run your business from. You don't have any inventory to manage. You get live phone support, and you get world-class training. You also get your sponsor and your team and your upline. And that is a very important decision to be making when you are choosing to start with Scentsy. Choose your sponsor with education, okay? Everybody can do this business on their own. It's always nice to have support, and don't just join under somebody because they're your friend. Make sure you make an educated decision. That is my opinion. I'm not sure if everybody agrees with that in the Scentsy world, but I feel that it's I might not be the right sponsor for you, but I feel that if you make an educated decision on who your sponsor is, that you can get the support that you might want, okay? All right, so as I mentioned earlier, we have expanded, so if you know anybody in these areas, you want to get them on board now. It's ground floor. Australia is booming. Spain and France just opened up. Ground floor opportunities. It's absolutely amazing. Okay? All right, so I'm going to show you the comp plan, and I just want to make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself with this, because as part of your sponsor's responsibilities or your director's responsibilities, it's to help you understand how the compensation plan works. So I don't want you to look at this comp plan and get all overwhelmed, because it will be explained to you and you'll get it. The biggest thing that I want to make sure you understand is you get paid 20% off of your sales from the start. Once you hit $1,000 worth of sales, you get a raise and you get a promotion. So you bump up to 25%. And every month, over and over and over again, we have an opportunity to get a 5% bonus on top of that. So you could be making 30% just on your own sales. That has nothing to do with your team, okay? So I think that's important to understand, that you have potential to make some money, okay? All right, we're going to go back to viewing me. I'm back. Okay, so I hope you are all here still with me. We don't have much more to go, and I don't want to overwhelm you and take too much of your time. We're at 38 minutes past the hour. I said it would be about 30 or 45 minutes, so we're doing really, really well. I want to show you another quick video, and then let's make sure that I can get that up and running. This is I think it's a year in review. It's from 2011 to 2012, and it kind of gives you an understanding of the company as well. You know, I really believe that the logistics and the details of the business, yes, are really, really important. But I think the most important part to share is the community that you're going to become part of and the type of company that you are joining. I think it's really important for you to understand that. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to show you. That's not what I want. Hang on a moment. Hold that thought. And let's see if I can do it now. That's not it. That was confusing, was it not? All right, hang on. No, that's not it either. Okay, hold on a moment. And we're going to do something different. And I think this is going to work. Yes.
There are people who don't have a mom to go to and don't know where their food's coming from. And that's what we want to help.
Today, all of us at Autism Speaks, we had a sense of the Scentsy family and the Scentsy spirit, but we now really know and own the Scentsy spirit. We are humbled. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 533,000 times over. Thank you.
We can't imagine a better way to celebrate the tremendous generosity that made Sasha a success than by sharing with you a story of how one young lady did an extraordinary job of paying it forward at a very young age.
Just one gets us certified by August 31st, and you're in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? No. More like 5, 4, 3, 2, fun.
Scentsy is the company. $99 is the startup cost for the kit, and basically the potential there is about 20% commission up to the first $1,000, and then 25% after that in terms of the products that you sell.
Food trends expert Christine Coulier joins us now in studio. This is a new product that I've seen out on the market that I'm happy to share with. It's called Velata, and Velata is the next generation of chocolate fondue. And this Velata chocolate is amazing. So it's from Belgium, so it's a really, really great chocolate. Another trend right now is small bites and big tastes. So boy, does that match into fondue.
Okay, I even still get a little emotional when I watch those videos, as I know a lot of consultants do. So the type of company, obviously, that we are part of is a very giving company. We do a lot of giving back. We do a lot of contributions and charities, and it's very heartwarming, and it's good to know that we are part of such an amazing company. You saw some of the incentive trips that we've been on. I just want to make sure that when you leave here today that you have a good understanding of what Scentsy Family is about. It's not just a brand, it's not just a company with products, it's not just wickless candles, it's not just chocolate. It is a community, it's a family, it's a group of people and a sisterhood and a brotherhood that is willing to help, that's willing to lend a hand, and that's something that you would be part of. I'm very proud to be part of it. I wish I had started sooner, yes, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, but I'm here now and I can benefit from it now. So hopefully you found some of this information helpful to make a decision as to whether or not you would join the Scentsy family. Yes, there are many more things that we can talk about, how to do parties, how to get sales, how to build your team. But right now, I think it's more important for you to understand the type of company that you are joining into. And I invite you all to join so that you can try it, see if it fits you and your family, and ask yourself the question, 2 years later, am I a better person now because of Scentsy? I personally can say yes. So I thank you for taking the time tonight to join us here on YouTube. If you're watching this video after the fact and it's a replay, then I thank you for taking the time to watch the video. And I hope that I was able to answer some of your questions. I would love for you to come and find me on Facebook at EdieAnne2. That's my username. You're obviously on my YouTube channel, so I would love for you to subscribe so that you can see any of the other videos that I produce or create or whatever, put out there. Or email me and ask me your questions at edieanne2@gmail.com. Again, I thank you very much for joining me here tonight, and I hope to have you in the Scentsy family soon. All right, everyone, have an amazing night. And again, thank you for coming.